packed up. We are checking out the Boardwalk, and all three of us are super sad because this was our first time at the Boardwalk and we loved it. It was awesome. There's like nothing we did not like about the Boardwalk. And as a after review of staying in the room for a while to see what we like, we don't like, if anything went wrong, everything was awesome. The beds are super comfortable, and that's not always a common thing. It's super comfortable. The shower did not have the handheld thing, which I think is a big deal, but to compensate, it had like the best water pressure I've ever had at any hotel in my whole life, and I mean that. The only water pressure better was like my house, and it was almost like, you know, at the same level. The best thing about Boardwalk, and there's a ton of great things about why you should go to Boardwalk, is that it's when you go downstairs to the actual Boardwalk area, where, you know, it's by the water and you have all the restaurants and stuff, as opposed to any other Disney resort that we've stayed at, and we've stayed at many of them, it has the most variety of food. And that's a big deal to us, because not only does it have a bunch of sit-down restaurants all right next to each other within a 1-minute walk of your room, no matter where your room is, but it also has a ton of quick service. It has like that bakery that has all kinds of sandwiches and the refillable mugs and sodas and desserts. It has all kinds of little kiosks that have like hot dogs and burgers and specialty fries. Our favorite is the pizza window, and even more, and there's so much more. An ice cream shop. I mean, there's no other Disney resort so far, and we've stayed at almost all of them, not all of them yet, that have such a wide variety right next to your room. So no matter what, you know, your family members want to eat, and if you have picky eaters like me, where one person wants this, one person wants that, it has everything. So like, for example, when we stayed at the Polynesian, which we love, there wasn't like a big variety of types of food. You know, you just had the certain things, you know, you had like, you know, mostly Polynesian style food, and there was some of the American food, which I call American food, like chicken nuggets and things like that for like kids. There wasn't like a big variety. Old Key West, same thing. Love Old Key West. It's like one of my favorite places to stay at. But honestly, you have like Olivia's, and then you have that little food to go place, which just has a few, you know, handful of items, which I love, but after a couple days, the same exact thing, you're tired of it. Here, it was such a variety. I can't emphasize that enough, because it made a really big difference for us. And in addition to that, the resort theming is beautiful. The cast members and the service was on it. The room itself was fantastic. The theming inside, it was clean, it was comfortable. I love the whole 1920s type theming, and the music and the smell that it has in the, you know, resort. You know how they do that smellitzer thing? Is so lovely. I have to order that when I get home. And it was just great. We can't wait to come back. And even with the standard view, we got this awesome view. This is a standard. We wanted to save a few points, so we got standard, and this is great. You can have a few more points or pay for a little more money and get the Boardwalk view, which would be awesome. But this is fantastic. Here we are in the lovely lobby of Disney's Boardwalk Inn, and it really is a lovely lobby in here. The theming here is absolutely gorgeous wherever you go. You have to look up and down, and sometimes actually these start running, and it lights up and it goes around in circles. I think sometimes it's more often in the evening they start running. But everything here is gorgeous. I mean, just look at the beautiful chandeliers up there, and even the couches that they have, all the decorations. Everything is really detailed and themed, just like Disney does so well in the 1920s type era of like Atlantic City Boardwalk. That's what the theming here is, and it's really awesome. And of course, the decorations are so cool. Look at this roller coaster, and they're stuck upside down forever. I don't know if this one runs. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen it run. That would be cool if it did, though. And over here, that elephant. I want to say when I was in Atlantic City, there was that elephant there, and it's like famous. Now I forgot the whole story behind it. I gotta like look it up again. But I do remember seeing that in Atlantic City. The I mean, not an actual elephant. It was like a statue. And look at these cool chairs. I heard these are like antiques and worth a ton of money. They don't look very comfortable, but they are pretty cool. A little bit on the creepy side. If you are looking for portable chargers, they do have them here in the lobby, and I have a whole vlog about portable chargers and how to use them, what the benefits are, so check that out. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is the entire boardwalk, and all of these are restaurants, ice cream shop, that margaritas place has margaritas and food. That has food, that little blue kiosk. The Flying Fish, we had dinner there. The Abracadabra it's a bar with food. And then you have Trattoria El Forno, that's food. The Boardwalk Bakery. I mean, it just goes on and on. Then we go this way. You can rent those cool Surrey bikes there. And then this way. This one has food. That's the general store for the boardwalk. Very big, tons of stuff in there. They also have food in there. That you could, you know, like refrigerated food, frozen food, snacks and all that stuff that you take to your room. Those blue structures, their food. Right behind, like right in front of that, is another kind of casual eatery that we wanted to try, but next time we will. And then to the right side there, that used to be Jelly Rolls. Right now it's all boarded up, so that's probably going to turn into another restaurant or something, I would think. And so it's just constant. There's so many different types of food that you can find on the boardwalk, different kinds of food. It's not like all the same theme. Kind of like, I want to say like the Polynesian, and I keep on bringing that up because that's our DVC home, so you know, I'm used to that, and don't get me wrong, I love the Polynesian, but in terms of food, if you think about it, it's predominantly the same theming of food, which makes sense. It's a, you know, Polynesian style food. But if you don't like that stuff, which Nicholas and Scott are not huge fans, then you're out of luck, and it kind of sucks. So here they were much happier because it was a little bit of different types of food. Seafood, Italian, quick service, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, pizza, you know, different types of specialty fries, pulled pork. I mean, you name it, they have it here. And in the evenings, they have, you know, the tons of entertainment. There's all kinds of comedians and acrobats and all kinds of cool stuff. So it was super fun. And then, of course, across the way, there's a walking path on this side, and there's a walking path on that side, and you can walk right over to, that's the yacht club, and right over there, we stayed over there last time, the blue one, that's the beach club. And you can also use their amenities too. Across the way, there's Beaches and Cream, which is a great little quick service place with awesome, that's where you can get the Mickey's Kitchen Sink Sunday, which was really cool. And also they have, you know, food, so you can have lunch and dinner there as well, and other restaurants that you can partake in. But you don't even have to make that walk because everything's here. However, if you wanted to, you know, just like a 5-minute walk, and you have even more food and different shops and things to partake in. So you're really surrounded by a lot of things not that far away from you. Whereas if you stayed at, oh, let me just add also, you're also just a couple of minutes away from Epcot and Hollywood. Like, you can go over that bridge and walk over to Epcot and Hollywood, so, or take the boat. So it's just pretty awesome. Well, not Epcot and Hollywood in the same direction, of course.
It's
so,
about a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, so Scott just said it's about a 10-minute walk. And it actually goes the other way. I'm kind of turned around, which way the boat goes.
About 15 to Hollywood.
Yeah, so Epcot's that way, the boat goes that way, Epcot, and then there you go, that way to Hollywood, and it's awesome. In addition to that, so for what I was trying to compare it to, so I'm going to compare it to the monorail circle. So around Magic Kingdom, you have the monorail, and you have all of those awesome resorts. You have Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Contemporary, and all that. And those are fantastic resorts, beautiful, with a beautiful, gorgeous view, and right next to Magic Kingdom. However, the issue with that is that it's not all necessarily within like a very quick walking distance. So if you're at the Polynesian, it's not just, you know, you come downstairs and within 1 minute you have all these different kinds of food and shopping around you. You have to walk to the Floridian, and you get one other, you know, a couple other restaurants there, or you have to hop on the monorail, and usually there's a long line to get around to the Contemporary and to get some food there, or get to the Magic Kingdom. And the other thing I want to add while I'm talking about the Magic Kingdom is if you're on the monorail loop, you actually are only close to one park, the Magic Kingdom. Here, you are close, and I mean really close, walking distance and or a 2-minute boat ride to 2 parks, Hollywood and Epcot. So to me, this is really more bang for your buck. That's all from here. Thank you for watching Penny on the DO, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a magical day.